Good evening, this is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot. I think I called it self-healing on my other video. Anyway, it's so funny because as I sat down to do this claiming your power verbal response, it's suddenly like I had a whole shift in the way I saw all the cards. Strange. So we'll start out. I love this card. This is Niorun, Narian, gracious lady of the mist, goddess of the prophetic wisdom found in dreams and of dream itself. I think she is just beautiful. It's winter here in South Texas on the island, and it's one of the ways you know winter is here. It feels like Christmas because it's so misty and foggy. Say that as my son's up there in Montana in 10 feet of snow. My Arcturian card is confidence. This is what I need to develop. This is why I am on YouTube. So I will use and enjoy the sacred geometry of these cards. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but there's something about like there's the Arcturians and there was the Pleiadians came, but you know, and now it's the Casopians or something. That's a star gate. We're currently going through Antares. Antares, a lot of it is. But time is irrelevant. There is no time. There's only time that the Gregorians made on our 12-month Warp the Feminine calendar. So, man, I'm just reaching for everything. I'm retired. I cannot, of course, this isn't just lately. I just cannot get enough of mysticism. And when I was locked away, it wasn't absorbing so well. And I get so frustrated because I just can't remember everything and I can't articulate it well. But I'm on YouTube like I have been hammered by the universe to do. And here I am. So, claiming my power, I guess Natalia said, she said choose 4 cards, I think it was. So, of course, the High Priestess is Heather, and love is the favorite card that I idealize. I want to be a mystic. I'm a Pisces, and I'm an Aquarian moon. You know, let's get out there and see what there is back there. I want to know, all I want is the truth. I want to know the truth and the sword of integrity. But that's all here. And here Hathor, you know, in the Thoth deck, she's parting the veil. And here Hathor, she's not even in a veil. She's just in the water, in the mist. So this would be, if I could have these aspects, to know myself, to know that I am God also, to know who I am, to know where I'm going, and to become a being of light. Ascend on this earth, whatever I can get. This is one of my favorite cards. Another favorite card that I really didn't realize, because there's so many to choose from, when I went through the deck, was the World. The World, I like the World, because when it comes up, it shows that I am completing something. And that's always good validation. It's got the 4 fixed signs around the side, the worm, Oroboros. This would be prudence of the 7 virtues. But she's balanced. She's completely balanced. And that's what I like about her. And she's feminine receptive in the moonlight and balanced of the all 4 elements. And that's what I'm working real hard to do, is balance the 4 elements in my life and my heart. Open my heart. Now, the card that I don't want to say hate because words are patterned vibrations, the Hierophant. I'm a Pisces Aquarius, and then I have the stubbornness of the fixed Taurus rising. Mars and Venus in Aries, which is ruled by Mars. But the Hierophant, The Hierophant. The Hierophant is every rule and regulation that I, as a Pisces, think should be dissolved. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care if it's those little home structures. Well, you know, you should do it this way because they said this and they said that. Institutions where they go, and, you know, I was an RN for 30 years, and the integrity just ate me. This is business. This is corporation. This is the perverted church. This is control of the masses. This is dumbing us down and controlling us so we cannot evolve and become the star beings that we are. I don't have a lot of nice stuff to say about the Pope. I don't, you know, okay, it's a contract. You're required to have a driver's license, whatever. You know, this is the guy. This is the guy where I am the most stubborn, is society's norms. Society's norms. Another card I don't like to get is the Hermit, which is a Virgo card. And like I said, my South Node, K2, is in Virgo. Virgo's actually mutable. And the Hermit learns he glows. He glows from his lamp. Some of them have the six-pointed star of the Star of Solomon, of which warded off all evil. But the reason I don't like to get the Hermit is because I have spent so many, many years alone that, like, I have a hard time even talking to people. Social graces elude me. Well, part of it's because of who says I gotta do that, you know? Who says? But I'm tired of being isolated. And this is a two-sided coin, because I have to be isolated to study what I want to study and do what I want to do. But there's the other part of me that, as I did in that Purple Cow, to put the lovers there's another part of me that needs to be around people and needs to be less judgmental of people when I'm around them. And I'm going to throw the Hierophant here, because actually the Justice card I like, because I'm waiting. I am just so ready and excited in these next 2 years when this Justice card, this is coming down. And that's what makes me like the Justice card, is because what is coming down and be transformed in our society in the next 2 years and farther, and we will be different people into the golden age. And it's only with the sword of truth and exposure of justice that we're going to get that. So a lot of people hate the Justice. It's weird. I went through the cards. I didn't hate any of them. So the two cards that I aspire to is the World and the High Priestess. And the two cards that make my solar plexus go is the Hermit and the Hierophant. And once I started coming out of being a hermit, I was just, and with my job, I mean, I did nothing but go work that nursing job and then come home and recoup, because it just knocked me everywhere but sideways. And it just was so against my integrity. Not the holistic being of the person and taking care of the person, but the corporate health care. And as soon as I decided I was going to throw this card off, suddenly people started celebrating me for it. And I just totally flipped out. I totally flipped out. So I dislike being the Hermit. I dislike my Virgo hardcore organized tendencies, which I project on everybody else. And it just drives me nuts when, you know, they're moving my iced tea glass because it's not in the right place. And it's a deep shadow in there. It goes back to that taking the moon with the in the Purple Cow spread. I don't like authority. I work best on my own, independent, and I don't believe I'm an old 60s hippie. We told them what society was becoming, and everybody just told us to wait till we grew up. And then we would see, then we would understand, because we would be mature. Well, yeah, right. The aspects I want to take on, I want to know. I want to know the secrets of the universe. And, of course, they'll probably lock me up like Hildegard Bingen, the herbalist, that was so psychic that, of course, the priest just put her away. She was still brilliantly prolific. And I want to balance all the elements in completion with the vapor to know. And anyway, that was pretty short. And a problem I have is that this is my opinion now, but this may not even be my opinion tomorrow. It may not be my opinion in 45 minutes after I've given it more thought and understanding. So, anyway, that is the take your power, or whatever the hashtag is. This is my response at this time, at this minute, at this moment in my life. I love change. As Tom Petty says, the only thing that ever stays the same is everything changes. I love change. I want to change. I want to see the change. What's the saying? Be the change of that which you would wish to see. So, I love you. If you sat through this, may the goddess bless you. Thank you. This is my job. This is my job that the angels, the universe is mashing on me. Let's just do it. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.